I feel like this lighting might be a little bit pink. Is this a little bit pink, or is it just because I'm wearing pink that I feel like it looks pink? Pink or no pink, I am filming this video right now for you guys. So for today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different, which I've not done before, and that is an Empties video. So I watch quite a few of these on YouTube, so I don't know why I've never thought of doing them myself, but over the last like month or so, I'd say I have finished a few products that I thought would be worth talking about on my channel. So that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to start with, I've got quite a variety, so I'm going to actually start with skincare. So the first product I'm going to be talking to you about is this one, and this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Gel Wash, and it says that it's for sensitive skin, this one, and it removes makeup, cleanses and soothes, and you just rinse off for face, eyes and lips, no perfume, grape extract. So I have actually used the other one. They've got another one as well which isn't for sensitive skin, and then I actually decided to go for the sensitive skin one. I have like completely used it all up. Now, I do really like this. Like, if you're looking for like a really good cleanser to remove makeup, this is really good, because this is actually the second time I bought this, but as I said, I had the other one before and then I rebought it in the sensitive skin one, because I do find that this is a little bit harsh. I've never tried micellar water before. This is the first like product I've tried with that kind of element in it. This isn't a water, this is like a gel type formula, which I think is a little bit different, but I really liked it for removing my makeup, and I also love that it's like a little pump, and I literally just had this like on the side of my sink in my bathroom, and I could like, it was like so easy and convenient to get my makeup off. It was really quick. The only thing I didn't like is that I felt like it made my skin quite dry, and ever since, and I didn't notice it till recently, but ever since I've been using this, I've noticed that I've had like a little bit of texture and like unevenness on my skin, and like I've had a few breakouts, which I'm really lucky. I don't tend to get lots of spots or anything like that, but since I've been using this, I felt like I have. So if you're looking for a good cleanser that's really gonna like do its job, I think this would be a great one to look at, but obviously just keep that in mind. My skin is very sensitive and I have kind of like dry to normal skin, so just keep that in mind if you do decide to give this a go. But price wise, I think it's got a great price. I think it's like £4 or something, I don't know. I will link everything down below so you can go over and have a little look on like where you can find it and stuff. So price wise, great. It removes your makeup, amazing, great, but I just find it a little bit too harsh for my skin. But moving on to another cleanser, which I do absolutely love, and I think I probably put up a video including this before, because this is one of my favourite all-time cleansers. So before, well, this one is the Earle Cleanse and Polish Hot Cloth Cleanser. So I had actually stopped using this for a little while. I don't know why. I don't know why I stopped using it. I don't know why. And I ended up going on to the Garnier one, and I thought, yeah, that worked just as well, and it was like a lot cheaper. But after I had that irritation on my skin, I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the Earle, and hopefully that'll sort my skin out for me. And it definitely, like, I have seen massive improvements since using this. It actually contains eucalyptus, and you can smell it in the product as you're putting it on your skin, and it just feels so nice and refreshing. And like instantly, as soon as I used this after using the Garnier cleanser and a couple of other cleansers, I just felt like, oh my god, why did I ever stop using this? Like, it's so nice, it's so soothing on the skin, and it really has helped to kind of balance my skin a little bit and get rid of all that texture and kind of like breakouts and things like that. I feel like it's just really like been kind to my skin. So it does get rid of all makeup, like it gets rid of all makeup, eye makeup, everything, but it's still really gentle on the skin and still leaves it feeling really nice and nourished, and you doesn't feel like you're stripping out loads of stuff from your skin, which is what I really like about this. You use it, basically you just like pop a bit onto your face, moisturize it, like rub it into your eyes and everything, and then you use the muslin cloth which comes with it, and that kind of exfoliates the skin, and that really helps you to get a lot of that makeup off. And I love to use this, even like I cleanse twice a day anyway, but the Garnier one I tend to not use if I don't have makeup on. Like if I don't need to use it, I won't use it, but this one I will use like religiously every single day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, just because I really like it, and I just love the way it makes my skin feel, and I feel like I'm really treating the skin with it. I just absolutely love this. And if any of you haven't tried this and are looking for like a really nice cleanser, honestly, I honestly don't think you'll regret using this, because it's just such a beautiful cleanser. The next product I got in my glossy box, oh god, it must be a little while ago now, but it took me ages to go through it, and it is this oil, and this is by Stripped Skincare, and it is the Rosehip and Mandarin Moisturizing Oil, and as you can see, I've completely used it up. I'm not a massive oil person, but when I got this in my glossy box, I thought, oh, this is interesting. I've not used oils that much. So I think you use it on like slightly damp skin, and you put like 5 drops onto your hands, and then you moisturize it into the face. Now, this isn't the sort of thing that you would use in the morning, but I was using this before I go to bed and kind of leaving it to soak into my skin. And the next day it made my skin feel like so plump and like just ready for like makeup and stuff. I just felt like it just really like got into the skin and just made it feel really plump. So I also really love the smell of this. Like, it's got a really like really fresh smell. So I don't know if I would go out of my way, or maybe I would. I mean, I haven't repurchased this yet, so, but it's made me kind of more open-minded to maybe trying a few other oils in the future. Yeah, I really enjoyed using this. I felt like it was a little bit of a treat. But if any of you know of any good oils, then leave them down below. Yeah, because I would be, although I probably won't repurchase this because I have other moisturisers and stuff which I like and that are quite well settled into my routine, I would be really interested in trying lots of other oils. So this next thing is something which I have used for years and years and years, but recently I actually ran out of my last one and decided to try a completely different brand. Previous to this one, I used the Eyelash Serum, but the one I've been trying recently is this one, and this is called the Eyelash Purified Eyelash Serum. And I actually went through, they do like a 3-month supply and then like a 6-month supply, and I had a 3-month one because I was just kind of trying it out because I've used Eyelash for so long, and I recently used up my first one of these, and like, oh my god, I've always sworn by Eyelash. Like, I love Eyelash, but this one I just feel like it is just better. I don't know if that's mean to say that, but I just feel like it made my eyelashes a lot thicker. I felt like I had more eyelashes, that they were like 10 times longer. Like with my Eyelash, before I switched to this one, I felt like I was kind of in a rut with it. Like, I felt like my eyelashes weren't as good as they once were when I first started using it, which is why I ended up like changing to this one. It's also a little bit cheaper than Eyelash. I mean, they're all like around the same sort of price. Like they are dear products. As I say, I'll leave everything down below so you can go over and have a little look. But I just felt like it was a little bit cheaper, and since I've started using this, I just felt like they were just had a bit more oomph about them. Like, they were a little bit thicker and there was more eyelashes and they were a lot longer. So I have already repurchased this because I have been loving it so much. So the first makeup item I'm going to talk to you about is one that actually I always have this as an empty. Like, I have these like as empties all over my house because I always am just repurchasing them. I just love it so much, and that is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade One Fair. I also buy it in the next shade up for kind of like on my face, and if I'm tanned or whatever, I'll use the next one up. I love this concealer. Like, out of all the concealers which I have ever used, this is always the one which I come back to. The price is just spot on. I think it's like £4 odd something, and it's just one of the best concealers. If you're looking for a really good concealer for like underneath your eyes, because that tends to be what I use this for, definitely give this a go. You will need to set it with a powder. I tend to use the RCMA No Colour powder or the Laura Geller translucent setting powder to set it, and it just is amazing. Like, it's so affordable and yet so good, really high coverage, great colour, and I just feel like this will always be like, I will always be finishing these and I can't be doing without them. So like, every time I go into like Superdrug or something, I will like pick up another one, because if I like ever really ran out, I would be terrified, because this is just an absolute holy grail for me. So the next product I've got here, I actually ran out of a couple of months ago, and then I did repurchase it again recently, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Mascara. Now, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this, because I love the results of this mascara. Like, this to me is, it is the best mascara. If you want like really thick, dramatic, long eyelashes, this is the mascara for you. It's so buildable. Like, I find that like some mascaras, like you'll pop them on, but you can't really build your eyelashes up to make them super long. It just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of like flakes the mascara off as you're trying to build it up. This doesn't, it's like really elasticated, so you can really get really, really long, thick eyelashes with it. The only thing I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with this is the fact that it leaks horrendously. Like, if you're like taking the product in and out all the time, like product builds up on the outside, and then before you know it, you've got black everywhere. That, like, I find really frustrating because I feel like they could fix that quite easily. And also the product smudges horrendously as well. So like, if you've got really watery eyes, I wouldn't even dream of putting this on you. If you've got oily eyelids, I just don't think it'll be for you, because the slightest bit of moisture, and this, you just get you know what I mean, it just like smudges everywhere. And when you come to take it off, like say if you've just got some water and you just like rub water on your eyes, you have black all over your face. Like, you can't really, like if you're one to take your makeup off with baby wipes, this isn't for you. Like, you really need a good cleanser to be able to remove it properly, because it really does just go everywhere. But for me, like, the good outweighs the bad, which is why I've ended up repurchasing it, because the look of your lashes when this is on is just phenomenal. I just said that right. Anyway, they just look amazing, okay? And I just can't imagine my life without this, but oh, I just wish it didn't leak so bad. This next product is one that kind of took me by surprise because I didn't think I would love it as much as I did, and I will definitely be repurchasing this because it has just become a little bit of a staple in my kind of like everyday makeup routine, and that is the Tanya Burr Cosmetics lipstick in Birthday Cake. As you can see, like, I'm down to like the very last bit. I absolutely love this. I feel like it's just such a really nice everyday lip colour. I like it with stripped down lip liner, obviously, and also what's that Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It looks so pretty. It just creates like the most beautiful pinky lip for like summer and spring, and I just thought it was just so beautiful. At first when I got this I was a bit like, I don't know if I like this, but once I started wearing it with lip liners, it just became like, oh, I just love it so much. So I do need to repurchase this. It's just a nice staple, and I think they're about £6-ish. So they're a good price, and the packaging is obviously so beautiful. Like, look how beautiful that packaging is. Can't really say enough good things about this, apart from, yes, I will definitely be repurchasing it. So this next item hasn't technically run out. It's not like a complete empty, but I am like almost empty on my favorite colors, and that is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. Now, it took me so long to buy this. I don't know why. I don't know why it took me so long, but I was really late to the party on this one, and now that I'm in the party, I just can't get enough of it. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you will all seen this before. I guess you can pretty much guess which are my favourites out of here. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we've got white chocolate, which is just a creamy matte shade, which I tend to use to set my primer before I do my eyeshadow or put it on my brow bone. There's also salted caramel, and that's just a really nice transition shade. I just think it's like, it's quite a warm caramelly colour, really nice for just like warming up a look or giving the eye a little bit of definition without going too crazy. And then we've got here, which is creme brulee, and that's just a really nice kind of burnt gold colour, like a rustic antique gold. I really love this for popping on my lid for a little bit of shimmer. And then this one, which is milk chocolate, this is kind of like a light matte brown. This kind of reminds me of Hoola bronzer. It's a very similar shade to that. These colours are essentially my everyday go-to colours for eyeshadow, and they are just like, I feel like together they just make the perfect eye look. To be honest, like, I kind of touch on this one sometimes, like on my outer corner, just to deepen it up, but I really don't use, apart from this one sometimes, any of the other colours. It just tends to be these like 4, 5 and 6 occasionally, which I really stick to, and I am so sad that I have now like hit pan on all of them. I mean, that white chocolate one I am so scared of running out of. So although I haven't completely emptied it, I am definitely going to have to repurchase it because those colours are so beautiful. And I know that Too Faced do these smaller palettes, so if any of you, because I've not tried any of their smaller palettes, if any of you have their smaller palettes which you think have those types of colours in, which I could buy those instead of like buying the this whole big palette and then not using hardly any of the other colours. Please just let me know down below which ones you think are the best match, because I would really like to try that out, just to kind of get it something that's more like I'm going to use everything and a little bit more compact. So that is everything that I'm going to show you in today's Empties video. I hope you enjoyed this one, a little bit of something different I think for my channel. As always, if you've got any videos that you want me to do or any kind of ideas, suggestions, all that jazz, please just leave me a comment down below and I'll try and get it done for you. As always, thank you so much for watching and for clicking on this video, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!